We'll go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the trip. Oh, I think I let the recording start up for a couple seconds where we were just sitting there. But we'll be right back in a second. Just a quick little intro for you. This is DWTT coming to you. The Emirates. Hello, everyone. Welcome. And it's a different show, but I think the the song still applies, right? Matt, what's the song?
Hey man, first off, before I sing the song, hey man, that bass line, man, that was tough, man.
Oh, cool.
I like that, man. I like that, man. But you know what I like more than that?
Go ahead. Tell
We
us.
are top of the league. I said we are top of the league. We are top of the league. I said we are top of the league. We are top of the league. I said we are top of the league. We are top of the league. I said we are top of the league.
Yes, sir.
Can we
Yes,
just
we
do that
are.
for the next hour and a half?
Yeah, we could. We could. I don't think the people would like it, but we could. We could. So, Matt, how you doing?
I'm doing just as good as Eddie and Ketia, man.
There you go. Miss Tony, how you doing?
Got my eyes injected today. Got confirmed that I had Crohn's disease. Tomorrow I get to find out what's happened with my arm and shoulder. So
Just another day
another
in the life
typical day
of
for me.
the physician's reference manual by Tony. He basically is just he's got it all, man. Sorry to hear about it, but glad you're smiling, so we'll take it, right?
I'm
We'll
always
take it.
smiling.
There you go. So, yeah. And Mr. Tom, how are you doing?
You know what? I'm actually quite pleased. I'm pleased for my Arsenal brothers.
What
I
about
feel for you.
Piper?
Piper's doing okay as well.
Perfect. Let's say hello to the people that have joined us. So, BX Gunner is in the house. The people demand 2 hours. We'll go as long as we can. We'll see how that works. Wait. You get 3 hours of. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, we got a little bit long on Thursdays. Yeah, that's because you know what? Because Tony wasn't there. We went 3 hours. You all got to speak finally. You know.
Hey, and when I was there, we still went 3 hours.
Oh, there you go. It's just a 3 hour thing. Hello there, Riddy. Welcome to the show. Evening to all those who are 15th in the table. So there you go. He's saying hello to you, Mr. Tom. I believe you're still 15th, which is better than it could be worse.
1 second. Let me just double check this. All right? Let me just, because that sounds far too high. I'm not used to hearing words like 15. He's right. We're 15th in the table.
Woo,
Sorry,
y'all
I
are on
thought
the
we
line.
were-
Oh my lord.
Yeah.
There you go.
I thought we were 16th. I'm so sorry. I'm just apologies, Riddy. Sorry.
No, there you go. So yeah, you're doing good.
Yeah.
You know, you're tied with 14th place Leicester City. So there you go. And I guess it's
That's
all
a tie,
based on
is
goals
at the bottom.
scored. They've got 2 more
Mm.
goals scored than you, and that's probably the difference there because you got the same goal difference. But anyways, here we go. Big Gunner wants to send us off on a tangent here. Anybody watch Fox Machina? I think I've heard of it, but I don't know. I don't think I've seen that.
I think I caught that from Miguel once.
Yeah,
Wait,
it sounds
sorry,
a little
what?
suspect what it is, but maybe something that you catch in North Carolina because they don't have it up here in the Northeast.
You damn sure don't have it in Georgia.
It's a Carolina thing, you know. Yeah. Pink cushion. I believe that's Ian, right? Is that
They
right?
might have it in Tottenham. They might have it over there on that end of London with Tottenham.
Go. Yeah, and
we'll
get into the betting in the dark with Mr. Tom because we all listened to him and we all took it. Yes, we all took his we heeded his not warning, but we took advantage of his knowledge and everybody won. So we'll get into that in a little bit. We'll go through these and then we'll continue on. Is anyone eating humble pie for Eddie? I guess I could be, but in general, I don't think. I think his excuse I didn't like, but he's doing really well. He got his minutes and he showed up. He's showing out and all that. So, yeah, Big Gunner, welcome. Thunder Road is joining us. Welcome. Tony wearing University of Texas colors. Don't say that out loud. Are you trying to start a fight, Thunder Road?
It's brown. It's not burnt
Yeah.
orange.
Do you know where he's from, Thunder Road? There is no way he's wearing burnt orange.
I think that's why he said it.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Stefan is joining us. Welcome to the show. Yeah. Tony's health is pretty. Yeah, it doesn't like him. Let's just say that. Yeah, there you go. It's brown. On goals scored. Yeah, there you go. Goals scored. You're right. What is it? I can't believe Tom doubted me about his team's league position. Yeah, you know what?
I did doubt him because I didn't believe we were that high.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, we'll check it. It's on Prime, so I gotta put that on my list of things to watch. Yeah, there you go. Tony's looking fab, fit, and healthy, fella. Yeah, he looks all right. It's just everything on the inside of him is basically shut.
It's the things you don't see.
Yeah, Ian. I'm bad about names and tags, but I'm getting it right. All right, so there we go. Tom had the Vox. The Vox. Yeah, the Vox is that new thing that's going around. The
Vox.
Sam is joining us. He says, I'm here to make sure that chat stays on topic and decent. I've been warned about young heathens like Riddy and BX. I was especially warned about an old baddie they called Stefan. Yeah, well, you know what? I think this is definitely not the Sam I know. So it sounds like a good Sam. I don't want the good Sam. I want the regular Sam, which is the bad Sam. So, yeah.
I thought there was only one good type of Sam.
There is a false one out there though. Remember that. I'm here to make sure Tom has taken his night pill and combed his hair. There you go. Yeah, he's not ready for the night pill just yet.
He just forgot to put on his leprechaun hat.
Bad guys always, yeah, definitely the bad guys are the most interesting. Bandy has joined us. Welcome to the show, Bandy. Hope you're enjoying us. And a couple more topics and then a couple more comments, and then we move on. Lighthouse duty tonight again. It's a bit foggy, so look out for the ships. Oh, there you go. That's right. Sam is living in a lighthouse, for those who didn't know. Oh, Riddy's going after you. He said, Matt, you ready for some steady Eddie humble pie? Ooh, man.
I like pie.
You're muted. You can't hear you.
Riddy over here talking cash shit tonight.
Riddy's trying to get us off.
He's trying to talk that cash shit.
There you go.
Man, as long as Eddie and Kenny approve me wrong, I don't give a hoot.
There you go. So
I don't think you care either, brother Gary. I don't think you care either, my man.
No. I want him to.
Eddie proved me right.
He did.
You withdrew your own.
Hey, man. If Lee's would have kept him, man, it might be further up the table.
There you go. See, if you guys had let him play instead of going with a Banford, right?
We've got about 400 strikers, so defending that. So.
All right, so let's get into it. First things first, we'll talk about maybe we'll talk about Leeds, but the Leeds drew, right? That's what happened to them.
No, I can sum up Leeds real quick. Right?
All right, so let's do it.
I can sum it up real quick. The reality is, on the weeks that we actually successfully defend and get a clean sheet, always coincides with a 90 minutes where our strikers can't do anything. We got 0-0s up the wazoo.
That means your defense is good then, right?
Yeah, but
to go the other way.
On the days where the defense isn't good, we then are in situations where we'll score 2 or 3 goals, and it ain't enough.
Like what you do with your apology letter to Bamford?
I ain't sending Bamford anything. If anything, Bamford owes me an apology. I don't know what for. I haven't made it up yet, but give me to the end of the show. I'll think of something.
There you
But
go. So
no,
we're here about there.
in all seriousness,
Yes.
there's not really much I could say. We had 6 shots on target and Brentford had none, and it was 0-0. So obviously Brentford are going to be the happier team.
Wow,
What
that's some
place
good
are you in,
defense.
Tom?
Oh, stop it, Tony. We're moving on. Let's get into what we really came here, what everybody wanted to hear, anyways. Arsenal 3. The red, as what do you call it, Tom? The red what?
Oh, the scum.
There you go. That team 2. For me, I knew we would come in confident, and I think we looked like that for the 90 minutes. I don't think, for me, I didn't feel like, even when they scored first, that was going to be an issue because I think we are, one, resilient. We always come back. We play our style of football, and not too many people can stop us. And when they can, it usually means they can't score either. So I wasn't too concerned. It looked like Manchester United wasn't going to stop us from scoring. I think, in reality, that should have been a bigger difference in score. I think on another day, we probably score 4 goals, and it's a more manageable 4-2 score. And in reality, Ramsdale gave a goal, kind of set them up with a goal. I mean, the shortest guy in the field heads in a ball. That doesn't happen on every day. So I think we did what we needed to do. We did end up getting a win at the end, which I'll take. But yeah, we came in confident. We looked like it. And I think people saw that and continually are getting amazed every time we go out there and we perform. But we've been watching this over and over and over again. And people still don't see it. They still don't see it. So, Matt, give me a little bit of your overview on the game.
Shout out to Gary for swinging by yesterday and chatting it up in the post-game celebrations there. We were kind of a little high coming off of that game. Want to say that the game, man, it was a classic old school United versus Arsenal feel. Kind of took you back to like 99, 98, somewhere right around in there. Back to glory days. And it had everything you wanted, man. It had drama. You had ups and downs. And you had a 90th minute winner. And it showed that the boys are working well as a unit. They are they have bought into what the gaffer is selling. I really honestly think that Amazon documentary made them reflect on themselves and looked at how things winded down, where we really could have went on and did some stuff last year, but the guys realized that, you know what, this is our opportunity to seize that again and more. And whereas years gone by, we would have settled for a draw in a game like that, we decided to go for the win. And I really think that that one loss that we had to United really stung. And so the boys was like, you know what, we're gonna pull this thing out of the fire. So still some work to do. We've got a couple of tough fixtures coming up, but we just need to keep pushing along week after week. Same old song.
Cool. Yeah, so Bandy says, I have told you since last year Arsenal would win the title. Hopefully you are correct, Bandy, and I definitely would like to see that at the end. But we still got another 19 matches to go. I think people thought coming in without Casemiro, United would probably struggle a little bit, and they probably did, but it didn't look like it. You know, the game was kind of back and forth. More chances for us. If you look at the stats, more chances for us. But until you put that goal in, it doesn't really matter, and that's kind of been at least for me, our issue. Sometimes we start out pretty strong, but we never get that goal. The other team settles in, and then we have to sometimes figure out something new. So, Tony, tell me how you felt about the game.
Like Matt said up there, it's an old school game, circa mid to late 90s. It's kind of nice to have that back. Really don't think it should have been that close of a game. We should have been pulling out a 90-some minute winner, but we did it. Eddie got a nice flick at the end. But Zinchenko had that great pass. And I kind of disagree with Matt. He thinks it's a reflection from the Amazon documentary. I think it's more about Zinchenko, Jesus bringing in a winner mentality, especially Zinchenko. You can see it when he's out there. He gets fired up, gets the players around him fired up.
Wait a minute. Wait, whoa. Wait a minute. I didn't say anything about Jesus not bringing winning mentality or Zinchenko not providing mentality. I said that the guys have
self-reflected. I know what you said.
He trying to make it sound like I just chastised him for saying Tony's see he's playing mind games tonight. I'm not falling for them Tony mind games.
Mind games.
He's on that mind game.
I just said what I thought.
Good grin on his face. He knows what he was doing.
You can go on, Matt. You can.
Yeah, look at him. Look at that smile. Look at that wry smile. Look at him.
I'm always smiling.
No, he knows.
There's something extra in there.
Him and his Arsene Wenger smile.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So go ahead. Continue on.
Anyway,
Tony.
I think it's more of the players coming in and doing what they need to do, seeing that winning mentality. I think it's more of that than self-reflection and all that stuff. I think it's more that a couple of players expect more out of other players, so they push them. Yeah, Gabriel in the back, he's becoming more and more vocal. Usually one going to the ref. You got Odegaard, which is becoming more and more vocal as well. He's kind of introverted from the beginning, but now he seems to be coming out of the shell. But one of the best things about yesterday was Saka's goal there. That rocket that went in.
Yeah. Saka was good, but the man really of the 90-minute period definitely had to be Nketiah. I mean, I think a lot of people said going into this game, and probably kiddingly said he's probably good for a couple of goals, if not a hat trick, right? Going into that, that's kind of was, people with a little smirk smile on them. And he actually did come in, and he got multiple goals. So Mr. Tom, I know, is happy about that because he's been bigging up Nketiah since I've known him, basically. Since I've known him. Yeah. And as you guys said, there's only one United. So I don't know what to call them. I like one of our friends used to just call them manure because it's, it starts out MANU with an RE there. So there you go. So Mr. Tom, did you get to watch the game?
Yes, I was so excited. I was more excited you won than you were. Why is that? Because I literally predicted the outcome of the contest from start to finish before it happened. I was sat there. I was like, the Scum are going to score first. Now, disclosure, I did forthright say it was going to be a penalty from Fernandes. But I also said, if you're not so trusting of that, go with Rashford. He's in vein of form. It'll be one of the two. More importantly, then I said, you're going to overturn it. And Eddie and Nketiah will score last in a 3-2 victory. Gary, what score did I say the game was going to be?
3-2.
Yes.
And you know what? Beautiful. I'm happy. We listened to you, but I did place the bet that you put in, but I hated having to put in a bet that meant that Manure would actually score in it. So I actually had to, change things around a little bit, and I actually put in my own bet. Same score line, 3-2. Last scorer, Nketiah. Saka with a score, and Erdegaard with an assist. And, that $1 bet turned into, $400. And that was on the low end for all of those in the group that actually put in their bets. So, there were others that doubled mine. They put it, so we had a good night. For those who don't know, Friday nights on the Stoop with Lolo. Mr. Tom has his segment, Betting in the Dark with Mr. Tom. and he gives
I know
out
where
some
to
good
get some
information.
wheelchair money at now.
And you know what?
I know where to get some wheelchair money at now.
Wheelchair money, yes. I've been giving you money. I haven't seen his wheelchair or anything yet.
Look at Tom.
I was
patting himself
thrilled
on
for
the back.
I should be patting myself on the back. I had faith in Eddie. I was like, Eddie, what's the phrase that me and my gangster community like using? I said it, my chest, man, my chest. I was like, Eddie's gonna come good, all right? Eddie's gonna win the contest for you against one of your great rivals. Not your greatest rivals. They're our greatest rivals. They can't be your greatest rivals. We've got that, all right? We've got that mantle, okay? But everyone loves beating that team almost as much as they love beating Tottenham. But the fact is, I've said it. Like, what is this episode like? 50? What is episode 48 of 43? Sorry, episode 43, and probably for 42 of those episodes, I've been sitting there going, Eddie's going to score you goals at some point. And yeah, I'm sorry it took me 42 episodes to be actually right. All right, but it's true. All right, he's the man. Right now, he is the man.
Very
Sunday
nice.
night was his night.
Cool.
Don't forget you withdrew his offer.
Yeah. So it looks like BX is getting a new jersey, a number 14 jersey. Good for you. And I guess for those who didn't know, Leeds was once called Leeds City, according to Stefan and Mr. Tom. I assume that is correct.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. There you go. He did.
And what year,
He
Tom?
did. He got it wrong. He was wrong. Mr. Tom is wrong once in a while.
I've always liked Bandy.
Our attack in 3-5-2 once again proved to be the trick. United were unable to defend and contain us. Yeah, when we get into attack mode, I like how we kind of transition from one formation to the next, depending on what we're about to do. It's really good. You have to be in the same division to call them rivals, Tom. Ooh. Okay.
Well, it's
Wow.
a good thing we're in the same division then, isn't it, Samuel?
Oh, this is a. Yeah, I don't know. Can you give us a rundown of why you're pissed off at the War of the Roses? Because I don't know. I'm.
Well, basically, Yorkshire and Lancashire had a civil war once upon a time, and that is where the Leeds versus Manchester United rivalry stems from.
It goes all the way back to the 15th century.
Yeah.
Wow. Cool. You learn a lot here on our history channel called DWTT's The Trip.
You learn about history, and you learn about different flavors of chips.
Yes. We'll see.
I've got a good one this week.
Oh,
the one you
perfect.
haven't seen yet.
Hey, hold your horses. There you
I can
go.
go catch a horse.
Chris
real
Nix,
fast
welcome
for
to
us.
the show. Chris is I believe, a Liverpool fan who joins us. Liverpool's going through a little bit of a rebuild right now. So
Who cares?
yeah, we enjoy all our chat room friends. So stop that. You got
Also also just quickly say why I felt it was going to be 3-2, because you could say, oh, you've got like the 4 in English time, the 4 p.m. game historically is the time slot where you get the most goals in the Premier League. So I thought, and I was thinking back to, I believe it's 1998 when you beat them at Highbury 3-2. I thought, well, we could get some more of that.
10th century,
And we did. So
yeah, he enjoyed that. So yeah,
David Platt scored, if I remember rightly.
So let's go through it real quick. We're going to do this in like 30-minute chunks. So the first 30 minutes of the match, as I said, Arsenal started out strong, but couldn't break through. And then one of the reasons why Arsenal was probably deemed to win, having Partey versus Casemiro battle didn't really happen. But Partey partly was to blame for the attack or the quick turnaround when a misplaced pass went into the, like I said, I forget whose foot it was, but ended up at the feet of Rashford, and Rashford wasted no time putting his foot through it and basically went to the short side of the goal and put it past Ramsdale. and Arsenal was down early, not really early in the game, but about 17 minutes in. Next up, so we can still continue in, but then later on, you've got Xhaka puts a cross in, and then Kedia splits between the two defenders and heads it home. Really nice header from him. Definitely a different type of goal for him. He's usually, as far as for most of his goals, usually doesn't have to think too much about it. It's just a really quick feet. His feet are really good, and he puts a ball in. But this one was a header, really nice header to tie it up, and that was kind of how that half ended, 1-1. But as far as I was concerned, we still dominated. What do you think about that first 30 minutes there, Matt?
Well, I just think that we came out flat. I'll say the first 4 minutes we came out on fire, then we just went complete flat. I'm not sure if they started to go well. If we can't score, get a quick score, then they kind of ran out of ideas. I think that there was situations that I think my biggest complaint about that first half was we were holding the ball way too long. We were just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and then a bad pass, and it's counterattack, and it's I think that's what the hindrance was that first half was we just were playing slow and just really devoid of ideas until that goal went in. And I think once that goal went in, it was like, oh, okay, we gotta get it going, and I was just glad they got the system early. I told Tony today on his chat that I think that them scoring early was actually a blessing in disguise because we were able to, wake up and realize what we were in, as opposed to getting, being 0-0 all the way down to like the 75th minute. That would have stunk, but we were able to kind of get out ahead in the game.
Yeah. For those who, as you saw, is this Tony Claude Gunnar? I think is the
It's Tony Claude Gunnar.
There you go. Yeah. Just another one of our friends in the YouTube world. So check him out if you enter to some Arsenal chat. He likes to rub. He needs to needle his guests. He was even needling Matt today, I think it was. So good man to listen to.
We had a good chance. We had a good time. We got to get him over. We got to get him to stay up one night and come to the animal house.
There you go. Yeah. So Tony, that first 30 minutes, 1-1. Tell me how you're feeling about that.
I like the way we started first 5 to 10 minutes and we kind of faded. Again, not executing well, not being clinical. 25 shots total in the game, 5 on target. That's not near good enough. United, on the other hand, had 6 shots and 4 on goal. 2 of them went in there. They're being clinical. We still lack that real clinical player up front. Eddie's good at tap-ins. It's nice to see the 3 points. But all in all, still think we should have been up 2-3 at halftime.
You think his header is considered a tap-in?
It's a head-in. Tapping it with his head.
Is it a tap-in? Is that you're really degrading the header? You don't think there's any skill involved in that?
Well, his other one was definitely a tap-in, Gary.
No, but you're talking about...
Okay, he got one
header. We're talking about the first 30 minutes.
He got one header. He used his head.
There you go. All right, cool. And Mr. Tom, anything you got to say about that first 30 minutes?
Oh, I don't care about the first 30 minutes of an Arsenal match.
There you go. So you heard it there. We've got some more people who have joined us. So let me just go through the chat real quick. As BX Gunner says, he scored a similar header to Henry, who scored against the scum, as you guys have called him. I don't even know what to call him, but I don't like either of their names. Cheddars, that's right.
Just say MANU.
Colonel Ward is joining us. For those who know, Colonel Ward is, as you can see, the banners behind me. Those are compliments of Colonel Ward. So once again, thank you again for that. I enjoyed. I enjoy those. You can see them moving there. Tony is cool. You're right. Not the Tony in this show, but the other Tony I know. That's who you're talking about, right, BX?
We're obviously talking about the other Tony.
Probably talking about Tony. Yeah, probably talking about the other Tony. Tony back with his elite analysis.
BX is gonna be walking on eggshells with me.
No, there you go.
He's been a bad boy. He's know what he's done.
Eddie's a humble pie. Tony's eating a humble pie as well.
Oh,
we're getting into Tony and this humble pie talk in a little bit. Let's get to the game real quick here.
You know the real reason you won is because I went to the Emirates and sprinkled the grounds with magical Tom dust.
That's right. That's right. BX Gunner made a request, and you know what? We make a request, and sometimes Mr. Tom will.
That's coming
respond.
Your way, BX.
So there you go. Yeah, BX Gunner wanted he wanted the what does it call it? The scarf
the
with the
matogram and a half and half scarf.
There you go. That the half and half book reading skills. So let's get into it. I'm going to do, instead of the next 30 minutes, we'll do the next 40 minutes because you'll understand why. But the next 40 minutes, I think, like at any point, I think we put our head down, we were going to get an opportunity to score. I think every time I had to listen to the game, I watched it later, but I listened to the entire game from Arsenal.com, and every time Saka had the ball, the next thing I heard was in the box. He continually lived in there for a lot of his touches. He was able to get in there, and who's it? Shaw's guarding him. Basically had no answers for him. So Saka was having a good day. Like Tony said, we probably deserve to score. We should score more goals, and I've heard many say, you know what, Eddie, he's doing well there, and Jesus, I think Jesus would have given us a little bit more in that sense. He may not have scored any goals, but I think he would have opened things up for Martinelli and Saka in that respect, and they may have gotten some more goals in that first part of the game. But the next 40 minutes, like I said, we still dominate. We got that goal, really nice shot from Saka from distance. De Gea didn't have a chance on that one. And I'm thinking, okay, good. We got the lead. Now we're just going to continue to pile on. And one of our strengths has always been defending free kicks, defending corners especially. And Ramsdale, he punched it about 2 feet basically.
Even while rewatching that play here, even let's say he did make contact. He didn't even make enough contact to really do anything with that ball, even if nobody was standing there. It still would have got like a deflection right into somebody. He really flapped at that ball. That was a textbook. What's my boy that used to be able to go? Fabianski. That's one of those Fabianski flaps there, man.
Yeah, he didn't clear it, and the shortest guy on the pitch, as I like to say, basically was able to fly like Superman in the air and head it in. I mean, that's.
We're doing the second goal.
We're doing the second, the third, and fourth goal.
Sorry, yeah. I mean, Man United's second goal. I got something for this.
All right, perfect. So we'll get into that in a little bit, but yeah. So it's 2-2, heading into the 72nd minute at that point. But we'll get into that in a little bit. But yeah, I was disappointed that we gave up that goal. And those are the margins we're playing with right now. On a good day, it's never even close. On a day like yesterday, we can keep teams in the game because we're not clinical. We don't get as many opportunities. We don't put enough shots on target, all of that. So, Matt, anything else you want to say on those next 40 minutes where kind of game we took a lead and then gave it right back?
Well, I just think that we just have to be cognizant of starting out slow against really big teams, like good teams, and we need to, we've got to start making the most of our opportunities when we have them early. So that way, we're not under the fire like that.
I hear that. Oh, Tony's put on the shades now. He's he wears his shades at night here, Mr.
I wear my sunglasses at night.
So Tony, talk to me about
jabbed in the eyes with needles. So
talk to me about the next 40 minutes. Arsenal does
He
take
looks
the
like
lead,
Mr.
but they
Plinkett
give
from
it
Half in
right.
the Bag.
Oh, look at that, and he gives it right
That's
back.
Tony.
Look at that.
Fuck off, Tom.
So talk to me, Tony. The next 40 minutes, we take the lead, we give it right back. We lose it. Sorry.
Yeah, we lose it pretty quick there. Then we have to wait until the last.
Let's talk about the 40 minutes. Okay. Let's go to the end.
We're not gonna talk about the last 25 yet.
No, okay. That's why I asked you to talk about the next 40 minutes. Go on.
We score, they score. That's what happened, Gary.
All right, then that's analysis from Tony. He's always pretty observant there. Let's hear what Mr. Tom has to say. He's got something special for that fourth goal of the game.
Right.
But
okay.
Here we go.
Clear your minds. Let me set the scene. Gary, if you look at the contract that we signed on the road trip, if the taxis truck is not used on Saturday, it is allowed to carry over to the Monday night. And I've chosen this moment, the fourth goal, to bring out the pointers of truth. Okay?
Oh, nice.
So, let's sort it out. So, Man United have got the corner. Arsenal are defending.
Matt's having no part of this, Tom.
The ball is whipped over. Now, the key thing you got for any goalkeeper, if you come out and you commit to punching the ball, you need to get the power and distance. That ball needs to at least leave the box.
You see the hand, you see the finger. Hold it up there, Tom. Hold it up right there. You see that? You see those fingers? That is how you need to come out with authority. Well, Ramsdale needs to come out and hit the ball.
Exactly.
Let's let the edge of that.
Thank you for engagement. He's you can tell he's in a good mood that Arsenal won because he's actually getting involved in my nonsense. So
it looked like he's paying.
I love it. I love it. Exactly.
I'm surprised, Matt.
Right. So the ball was right. So we're at the point where he's hit the ball and he's not here with conviction. He's not got the power on it, and basically it's coming back to you, right? And then no one wants the ball. I was shocked. And basically, Mini-Me Martinez is the one that actually gets his head on it. It's a comedy of errors, let's be fair. And the truth of the matter is that when that happened, I looked at the date and I was like, is it October 31st? Because what I thought had happened was Leeds United had turned up dressed as the Arsenal team. Because I thought Leeds were defending that corner, but it turned out we wasn't. It was Arsenal. And you should thank your lucky stars that you got Eddie Nketiah to bail you out of that.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a little bit. We'll get into that,
So we're into the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, we'll talk about the last 20 minutes of the match, but let me go through the chat real quick here. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, yeah, Mr. Tom he doesn't like to talk about Arsenal, but he does. He will, and he did just now. If a new signing scored that header, he would be praised. But since it's Eddie, it's a tap in. Yeah, you're right about that. See, yeah, Riddy, talk to Tony. Tell him Eddie. He doesn't only do tap ins. He's got some skills. He showed it to us, and we'll get into Eddie right after we finish this because I think everybody wants to chat about Eddie.
Thunder Road called him a fox in a box.
BX has to go on
too much credit.
What? Stop talking. Let me go through this chat real quick. You interrupted me. BX has to go on camera and do the Willie Copter to get the Arsenal program. Wow. You know what? You're not doing it on this channel. I'm sorry. You have to find another channel. I don't know who's going to let you do that, but it's not here. Ask Ryan or one of those other guys.
That's usually Andrew. Andrew's a big fan of the.
Yeah, being in the box isn't a bad place to be honest. You're right about that. And I don't know what box you're talking about, but I think it's Anyways, let's move on. We scored the 3 goals and got the 3 points. Be happy. We had worse days. And you're right about that, but we can chat about it. Yeah. Okay. I'm not reading that. Sam's I think he's waking up. He's getting that second win now. He's getting a second win. Everybody watch out. And now we're talking a lot more. And Stefan's got not putting that one up either, Stefan. I'm sorry. I guess Because I'm not going to read it. I don't even want to think it, but I just saw it.
You need to read them before you start saying them out loud, Gary.
I know. But sometimes I just look for certain words. I look for certain people. Right?
Understandable.
Certain people they go through the filter. Other people, they can slip by real quick. And I'm like, oh. Yeah, Everton. We should be able to put Everton to sleep and finish that game off quick. Tony putting his props on and get ready for. Let's get back to the game so we can get away from because we are done with the tactics truck. What else we got here?
Officially closing the tactics truck.
Yeah, we shut it down.
There.
Let's see. What's in the box? This is Bandy. You might have a lot more goals if your Martinelli didn't make. Yeah, Martinelli was having a bad day. He did look like he was struggling, and he's been looking like that. And I think we've seen, at least for me, we've seen this from Saka at times. Sometimes they need a little time to sit and get their head right and get their head back in the game, as they say. He's having to play through this, and Saka had to do this as well. So, with the introduction of Trossard, and we'll get into that as well, he might get that time to sit away, or maybe gives him a little bit more incentive to be better when he's out there, because he can get pulled at any time. That was the one thing that was surprising, right, about that match is Tomiyasu came in at halftime. I think it's been a while since Arteta's was actually just made a tactical change at halftime. Ben White was struggling. He was struggling, not looking at himself, which is going to happen. And Arteta actually noticed it and made a change for the betterment of the squad. Tomiyasu didn't fare too much better, but I think that yellow card made it easy. So, kind of going through this. Anything more that oh man, I shouldn't have clicked on it. I should know better.
It did though.
I don't even know. Tony would be amazing on the prediction show on Saturday TV. Tony. Okay, you guys are getting a little nasty there. I'm not going to put that up. Leeds Brentford was a Premier League classic indeed. 0-0, is that right? Yes. Yes.
Pure Bartleys.
Yeah, you know what, Stefan? You should have put this up. You should have put a little warning up before, so I could know. Don't look at the chat for about 5 minutes, because it's gonna make you not feel right. Yeah, Leeds did a good job. Stan has joined us. Welcome to the show, Stan. Eddie 2 goals, and we'll get into that as well. All right, so next 20 minutes of the match, I think what happened. Anthony comes out, Fred comes in, and that doesn't sound like a light for light to me. Doesn't sound like a light to light for anybody else, and I think Arsenal realized that as well and went on the carry on. Sam Greenwood, is that a new show? Because I don't think I can watch that one. I don't think that one is a good one, but yeah. So next 20 minutes, Arsenal is definitely on the attack again, but not able to break through. Gets to the 90th minute, and I forget who gets the ball, but it ends up with Trossard, who brings the ball inside, pushes it out to Zinchenko. Zinchenko crosses it. Erdegaard gets a foot on it. The ball is tapped to it, and Nketiah got his back to goal, but he's able to. I want to say it's a scorpion kind of maneuver, but it's similar. But he sticks his leg up. He's able to get a toe.
I know what it was. It was called the banana in the tailpipe.
Banana in the tailpipe. There you go. That's what we're gonna call it. The banana in the tailpipe from Nketiah. He scores, and at first it seems like VAR is gonna have something to say about it, but he's onside, and Arsenal gets the goal, and I think the clock runs out, and we get all the 3 points, and everybody's happy, except for the other team that came from Manchester, and we'll take it. I think we deserve the 3 points more than they deserve the point, for sure. We allowed them, or we kept them in the game, but in general, that was a good way to end it. And Arsenal has shown that they now they run through the tape, right? They don't just play for 60 minutes and stuff like that. They play for 90 now. And the more and more that we bring in our players off the bench, and Milsrufro at some point will be part of that on a regular. Trossard is here now, and we've got a new, is Jacob Kawar, is how you say his name, I believe. He'll probably get to play soon and probably be part of that rotation, hopefully, to give some a break to Gabriel. I don't know about you guys, but I felt like our center backs either not necessarily had too much to do, but they kept things quiet for most of the game. Or they had an easy job. I'm not sure. But Matt, tell me the last 20 minutes, 2-2, and United or the Scum makes a change.
Yeah, we after we tied, we battled it out, and Arteta when they made that substitution, brought in the experienced Trossard. Last week people were complaining, why we didn't get Mudryk, and we had an experienced 28-year-old who has a history of putting these big teams to the sword, comes on and makes a big difference, and showed us immediately. So Eddie Nketiah scores. I run through the house like a fool for about 20 minutes. Then I realized, shit, we still got a game to play. And then I heard Rod Holding's name, and I really shit the bed then. Then they say he was going to midfield. I said, oh, okay, good. Okay, yeah, we can make that work. I was like, we can get by with that, And he was on the pitch for a few seconds. He had a hand in that build up, and we were able to get that win yesterday, man. So kudos.
Every time I hear his name, I'm terrified.
Oh yeah.
Talk to me, Tony, about the last 20 minutes, because this is what you wanted to talk about when I'm talking about the middle 40 minutes. But now you can talk about the last 20 minutes.
And we saved it until the end. Love Zinchenko's pass there. Then Eddie sticks his foot out there. Ball goes in the back of the net. We get 3 points, and we're all happy. Matt's running around naked for 20 minutes until he Rob Holding's name.
Okay. I guess he was at your house, so you guys were video chatting.
It was not.
That's what the man said. I can only go by what he said.
Matt was on fans only. He doesn't want to.
I was not on fans only. Gunners only.
Gunners only.
Oh, here we go. So what's the difference between, this is a question for Matt, a Southern Gooner, an American Southern Gooner, and a Northern Gooner?
Well, if you listen to Gary's accent, well, Gary's from down here, so that doesn't count. You got to have somebody from up north.
Yeah, I don't talk like the Northern.
Our dialect is completely different. So that's the difference, the Southern accent.
Yeah, so. He's got a twang to his accent that you don't get on the North.
Yeah. Also, Tony has a little bit of it over there as well. So he has a Midwestern drawl.
I'm not Midwestern. I'm in Oklahoma.
Where the hell is Oklahoma?
It's above
near
Texas,
Alaska, isn't it?
What's Texas considered?
No, the
South.
Oh, it is.
Oklahoma is considered South Central. It used to be considered Southwest.
South Central, all right.
Okay, all right.
Not South Central like in Cali, but
okay, yeah.
I never heard anybody say South Central and then say Oklahoma in the same sentence. So I know that's
what it is. Go look it up on your federal website.
All right. He's a Northern Gooner living in the South. Yeah. What you talking about? What you doing?
Where you going?
I'm not good with that accent. But
Mr.
Tom, tell me about did you? I assume you watched the last 20 minutes. Give us a quick little review of that.
Well, I spent the last 20 minutes just thinking, please score already so I can brag that I was right. Please score already so I can say that I was right. Please score already so I'm vindicated in things I've said about you all year. I was like, please score it. And then I was like, oh, Eddie scored. And I was pleased. And then I had a cup of tea. No, I didn't really. I had a swip of Pepsi. But the important thing is that Eddie is awesome.
Yeah, there you go. And that kind of leads us into our next discussion. We'll talk about Eddie here. I, for one, was not for Eddie for sure. One, because he was making excuses why he can't play the game of football because he wasn't getting starts, he wasn't getting 90 minutes, but he was getting minutes. I mean, I think he came off the bench over 10 times, maybe even 15 times in a season. So his excuses for me were, nah. No, when you get an opportunity, you need to showcase that and make it easy for the manager to realize, look, I can do a job for you. And I think that's what I believe we saw from some of our youngsters, and he needed to do the same thing. He got his minutes, though, and he showcased it. And I guess I'm proud of him because he's shown what he can do. But hopefully he realizes that it doesn't require him to start to showcase that he can play the game of football. There will be times when he will come off the bench, and he's going to have to perform the same way. So
if I was Arteta, I'd point at Smith Rowe. Look at him. He scores when he comes off the bench. You can do the same.
Definitely. So that's kind of how he's got the confidence now. He had the confidence in himself. We never saw it on the pitch, and now we're seeing it on the pitch. So he needs to.
Not sure I agree with this.
Continue that. But Matt, what do you think about Eddie?
Hey man, Eddie Nketiah is he's out to prove everybody wrong, man, and I'm happy for him, man. We talked at length about me, you, Tony. We gave him a little hell there, when he came in, and he's proving us wrong, man. And so I hope that this continues, and it's good. But we don't have to rush Jesus back. We don't have to really panic, and it's one less problem that we have to worry about, man. So my only complaint about him at this point is I just wish he would make an extra run instead of trying to. He tries to time his runs a lot, and it ends up staggering an attack. And sometimes he just needs to make a blind run. Other than that, I mean, that first goal was outstanding, and the second goal was a poacher's goal. You couldn't ask for anything better.
Yeah,
and it was good. It was good awareness too, because a lot of players would have thought they were offsides and wouldn't have played it, but he went ahead and played it anyway, and celebrated, which I think actually also helped influence that. Once it was in, it was kind of like, okay, well, 90th minute, are we gonna really make this decision at 90th minute, even if it's a slight chance? Nah, those refs didn't want that heat on.
True. Tony, what you got to say about Nketiah? Talk to me. Mr. Thomas Waste is trying to interrupt your talking, but go ahead.
I think Tom's trying to say it's crisp time, but you have to wait, Tom.
I'm talking. You don't. Why do you even bring it up? Why do you even bring it up, Tony?
He said Tom was trying to interrupt.
No. You the one. Don't even bring it up. Chat about Eddie.
I'm like you. I don't like that he sits there and complains about the minutes. Should be able to score coming off the bench or starting the game. He does the movements. Still think he lacks that deft touch, that clinical touch. Like I said, 25, 26 shots. A lot of shots with hardly any on target. We definitely need to be clinical. But Eddie's going out there. He does the right things. It just, to me, it's that final last minute thing. He just isn't clinical enough. Usually not finding the pass. But he gets in positions, does the things you want him to. He just lacks the end product.
Yeah. And I think sometimes when he has to think too long, as they say, sometimes you think long, you think wrong. I think that's his case sometimes. When he doesn't have to think and he just instinctively just attacks, he's pretty clinical of what he does there. If you look at a lot of his goals that he scored last season, a bad mistake by the defense, he jumps on the ball and doesn't waste any time, puts the ball in the goal. And a lot of times, when he's got a little bit too much time and little thinking is required, he's always a little bit off there. But we haven't seen that yet, so we'll see if that opportunity happens. So, Mr. Tom in Kedia, talk to me.
When he does the celebration like that, he was calling me to thank me for seeing the talent within, and promoting him to all you guys. And you're sitting there, and Tony's like, "Oh, this is what worried me about Eddie." And people point, "Oh, do you know what worried me about Eddie? The fact that I was associating with about 20 Arsenal fans that couldn't see what I saw in Eddie." Yeah, so I'm sitting there like, "Are you all secretly blind? Is it like a big con where you're all blind and I don't, and I'm not? But I'm not an Arsenal fan, but I can see that he's got the talent." And yous are all like, "He ain't got the talent." I'm like, "Yous are not watching the game, so are yous all like just looking up the stats like Tony does when he was pretending he wasn't watching the World Cup games?" And I'm just sat here and I'm like, "Guys, have some faith in Tom, yeah, because I'm the only one that's not blind I'm the one-eyed man in the Valley of the Blind, yeah." I've totally made that up. But point is,
Tom, do you remember something you said?
I say a lot of things, Tony.
You said you withdrew your offer.
Well, yeah. What? Well, you lost Jesus. Why would I take him from you? You needed him. I knew you needed him, and I needed you to win the title. So Tottenham and Scum didn't. And it's boring if Man City win.
You just lost your faith in Eddie. Come on a minute.
There's no faith to lose in Eddie. I was just.
Yeah, I think your memory of Nketiah is maybe at Leeds, and not the time between Leeds and when we lost basically all of our strikers and he came back in. That's what you think. That's what I think you're forgetting, that there was a time period between Leeds and kind of towards the end of last season where Nketiah did showcase a lot of good skills. And that's what we're looking at. That's what we remember. And he went on what some would say is a purple patch, right, towards the end of the season there. And he's got that opportunity again, right? We don't have a striker. He's number 2. He's come in and he's actually showed us that it wasn't a fluke. He's doing it again. So yeah, no, anybody else have anything on Nketiah? As I said, everything that he's wanted, he's gotten. And so far he's been showing us that he's worth it. And with that, was it a good idea? Did we not need a third striker? And with that, we'll talk a little bit about some of the holes still on the squad. As I said, Trossard is in, so we've got another attacker from the left side for a little competition for Martinelli. And we've got a backup to Gabriel. Midfield still looks a little barren. Even a striker would be nice, I think. But any thoughts on...
One more comment. I promise. One more, promise. The last time Leeds beat Brentford at home...
That has nothing to do with what I was talking about.
It does. The last time we beat Brentford at home, Eddie Nketiah scored.
Well, there you go. And that's why you're happy with him.
I've not made that up. That's true.
All right. Thank you. Like I said, it had nothing to do with where we were going. But that's a good memory of yours. I don't remember that game.
One of my favourite nights. One of my favourite nights as a Leeds fan.
There you go. So Matt, tell me, Arsenal still has some holes to fill. What do you think?
Oh, I want to introduce the new sound effect for when we have moments like that on the show. If I can get it here, let's see if I can get this sound effect right quick. Y'all bear with me here. Let's see if I can get it. Here we go. Here we go.
What nonsense is Matt doing here? That's
our new sound effect for when that type madness hits. Because guess what Gary wanted to do? He just played it off. I tell you, boy, the therapy after the fun we have after we win a game versus a loss is
we are having fun. We enjoy. You know what?
Unmatched.
Arsenal has only lost 3 times this season, so we've been really happy about most matches we've seen. But the longer this keeps going on, the more happy we'll get, and the more silly we're going to get, which is good. It means we're enjoying our football, right? We always talk about players enjoying their football. Well, the fans are enjoying their football. We know it's not going to be perfect, but we know we are enjoying our football.
Yeah. What was the question again, Gary?
We're talking about the holes that we still need to fill.
Yeah, I think we really after kudos, man, for the club rebounding after that Mudryk situation. And we told people this is what we talked about. We talked about this. I've talked about it with y'all, talked about it with Gunner, talked about it with Gunnar Claude. We have, there's no reason that we should have been splashing the cash $90 million on one player when we had holes to fill. And I think looking at it in retrospect, I think Arteta and maybe Edu, whatever, they probably met was like, you know what, man, maybe it's best this didn't work out because we can go for here, 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 and here. Now this has to be some type of record in the last few years that we made these kind of signings this quick. We got Trossard in. You got I think the gentleman's name is Kivia. Jakob, I get it. Jakob, and then you got the new guy. Well, the other guy, Fresneda, that they're looking at or what have you. And I think that Kivia. Okay, appreciate it, really. Kivia. And I think that I think that moving forward, we just need a midfielder. And then I think we'll be good to go, man. I think we'll be good to go. ESR is on the bench, quote unquote, like new signing. I've got my thoughts on that. And if you watch Tony's show today, you know how I feel about that. But he'll be back. How long I don't know. Reece Nielsen, I don't know. What's the status on Reece Nielsen? Is he
was practicing? So
okay, so he must be nearing. Okay, nearing coming back, and having some players coming off their benches is something we needed, man. We needed that a long time ago. So, yeah. I personally, Tony asked me earlier. He said, "What would I do this weekend? Would I play a full team? I would play a full strong team against Man City because that's what they're going to do." Yeah. But yeah, we just need a midfielder. I think we need a midfielder, and I think we'll be good into the summer.
True. And this might be the not Fabrizio not mentioning any of our targets is probably a good thing for us. It doesn't seem like most of them pan out as well. So
I agree with Stan the man 100%.
Yeah. He's in rehab phase, so he is practicing, but so that's a good sign, right? He's practicing with the ball and all of that stuff, so it's a matter of time. Checking out with Stan. Yeah, Stan has some good things to say. There you go. So that's that. We talked about the targets. Anything to laugh at?
Yeah, can I do an impression of Frank Lampard, please?
Why not?
Yeah, so the joke's on everyone that said I was going to get sacked in the morning because it actually was 3 p.m. when I got sacked. But yeah, seriously. Is there any jobs going?
Where is that sound? Where is that sound?
Here it comes. Hold on.
Cue the sound.
That sound is like angelic music to my ears.
I have a question for you, Matt.
Oh shit! Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's an easy one. It's an easy one.
Go ahead.
With Juve knock 15 points, would you go shopping around Juve?
Man, that's like, you know what who Juve is right now, man. You know what that is? That is like Black Friday. If you're not there for right there in the line when the fire sale start, you know, when that $35 TV come out, everybody fighting over that thing, man. So no, I don't. Yeah, the talk is we're looking at Weston McKennie, and there's a subset of our fans that just absolutely don't want him. One is in the chat. Me personally, I don't see anything wrong with him. I mean, he got a pretty good, decent health record, and he had a lot of yellow cards, and he did a thing or two for us in the World Cup, but you didn't see that. You didn't watch that. Me and Gary watched the World Cup. You didn't watch it, so we saw it.
I never even saw a clip of it. Still
Yeah, so I mean, I think that I think the talk, Gary, was $20 million, $25 million for Weston McKennie. Man, that's a bargain.
Yeah, I don't understand why people don't want to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think he could do good. He wants to BX wants to get Tyler Adams. Tyler Adams is gonna cost money.
Mm-hmm.
Stay the fuck away from Tyler Adams, young man.
Yeah, Tyler Adams is gonna cost major money. It's like, no.
Oh, Slicer's joined us. Welcome to the show. Oh, Slicer.
What's up, brother?
Yeah, where's he been hiding at?
Tyler Adams is 5 months into a 5-year contract.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's not a problem. No, we'll still take him off your hands. What's the problem with that?
We're not driving. Hey, you know what that is? Tyler Adams he's 5 months into a 5-year contract, and he's in the Premier League, and he's at a team that's almost about to go into a relegation battle. Yeah. Unfortunately, and so no, they're not going to sell him. So that's not realistic. The realistic option is Weston McKennie, $20 to $25 million. Put him on a 2 to 3 year, on a 3-year deal, possibly 4, and see what he can do. I think it would be a good piece of business, Gary. That's me. And it's a realistic signing. It's a realistic signing because every other signing that if you're looking at this year, it's going to be hard to get players of extreme high quality in the January transfer window.
Mm-hmm. No, but there are players out there. So for me, if they I don't know why Arsenal hasn't they made some quick deals to get those 2 players in, and there are players available. It'd be nice to get them in as well. So I don't know what they're doing.
He's picked another player that's only just joined the club and is doing well. It's BX's transfer strategy. I don't care if they're new, buy them anyway.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, I hear you. So, what else we want to talk about here?
Trossard, man. Trossard.
Oh. Ooh, yes.
Trossard. I think it was a good piece of business. It goes to show what happens when you get quality. You get quality Premier League proven players, and you see how easy it is to drop into play. One could ask, well, if we have Mudryk, could he have survived that type of walking in under that kind of pressure? I mean, walking into Manchester United versus Arsenal, that's a major. But he's played. This gentleman here has played. He scored 3 goals against Liverpool. He's made fools out of a lot of these teams that are supposed to be tough, and that's what we need. We need somebody with some experience, and he fit the bill. I really enjoyed watching. I enjoyed watching him when he was at Brighton, and I really enjoyed watching him yesterday because he came on and he dropped a 4-piece on a couple of their defenders, and it was bang, 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 wham, bam. And he laid off a pass, and I said, "Yep, that was classic, man. It was classic Archiving." That's what I saw yesterday.
Yeah, we looked really good, and Trossard fit in. It looked like he fit in pretty quickly, and I think that's one of the things I like about when you see certain things like that. Player comes in and immediately they just seem to fit in easily. That means Arsenal's picked them really well. Recruited them really well, analyzed them really well, and figured out how they could fit in quickly and bang. I think having him go in there and we score the goal like that that's incentive for Martinelli to maybe pick up his game, but also it just makes the other teams now have to wonder, what happens if we do have a good day and we are either ahead or drawn with Arsenal when they bring on their bench. Nothing will change. It just will be fresher legs against our tired defense. So.
There's a guy with just one training session with us.
True. Well, he's been sitting around, so he was ready to go. I mean, the guy was sitting. Oh, why did I didn't even. Oh, jeez. I need to read these things. I need somebody to read my read these
You're
things.
You're terrible at moderating your own.
I am definitely. I definitely need to do a better job.
I think you'd have to fire me.
I'm sorry, that was rude of me. I should have sugarcoated it. You're rather terrible at moderating your own chat.
Well, at least I didn't say anything, right?
What's me extra is what I want to know.
I know.
You might have to find you another moderator, Gary.
No, they're not saying, they're not bad words or anything like that, but it's just they know me. I'm not putting that stuff out there.
Yeah, don't call
and now see what happened. Now the chat room's just gone ridiculous. You know what? I blame it on that guy who he says he's from England but spent most of his life in Norway, and then he comes back to England and look what he does. I mean, just yeah. You hope thanks, Riddy, for the compliment.
I thought Sam Greenwood played for Leeds.
We do have a good chat here, except for when the chat room goes a little bit haywire there.
Sorry.
After a week of Premier League games, Arsenal fans aren't fighting each other. Long may it continue. To be honest, I love a good debate myself, but man, this is so much better.
Goddamn fault, Sam Greenwood.
We definitely are having fun with
Tom,
this.
Where's your crisps?
Hey, what are you doing? Is this your show? The man just comes in and starts starting to direct us. And I'll let Mr. Tom know when he can bring that out. It's not time yet.
That's what she said.
Oh. Yeah, Sam, it's all your fault. I don't know why.
Sorry. I can't help it.
Sam is pretty, Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry.
And I can't even put some of this stuff. Every other thing has. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, don't click the next one. Don't click the next one. Yeah.
No.
Don't click that one, bro. Get the band hammer.
Oh my gosh, you guys are getting crazy. I don't even know what this means, but oh my god, it doesn't even make any sense when I put these things out because you're missing all the context behind it. But if you can see the chat, you understand why I don't push it out there. But yeah.
Why are you such a sourpuss?
What do you mean? Who? Me?
You.
Because I don't want to push that stuff out there.
It's not sour. My crisps of the week.
Are you getting?
Sorry again. I'm sorry.
Are you getting hungry, Tom?
I might be getting a little peckish.
All right.
His sugar's going down. He needs chips.
Is that what it is? So, Riddy, if you're Riddy, the moderator, yeah, but Riddy, you're gonna go in there and start chopping heads off, and I don't know if I need that. I'll make you a moderator, and we'll see how it goes. But not every, and you can't go after Liverpool fans because there are some that join us. So be nice about that. And yes, Stan, look at. Oh, all right, let's get into it. It's probably about that time. It's about that time, everybody.
Boy, listen to that fancy bag.
We're going back to America, guys. Okay. We're going Lay's Max Ridge Cut. Hang on, is that what it is? Sorry, can't see. Sorry, deep ridge cut.
Oh, there.
The size of those ridges.
Wow.
Well, it smells like cheese and onion, so that's a bonus when it is cheese and onion. So
look at the ridges on that thing.
Those ridges are deep.
What flavor again did you say it was?
It's cheese and onion, but these ridges are deeper than the Manchester United defence sat in that final 20 minutes. It's almost like Ten Hag followed my bet and basically was like, no, I kind of need Arsenal to win 3-2 with Eddie scoring, so I can get 800 quid.
Yeah, they don't sell that stuff over here.
Yeah, that's a dentist dream now, man.
Yeah, Colonel Ward, this show, my channel is for kids over 18. I probably just won't put up your comments. That's all. But you guys are enjoying yourself, so that's what it's all about as well. So continue to enjoy yourself. I didn't mean that literally. So a 12-pack of Doritos to my holiday. Enjoy. They get the Doritos get all over your fingers. Oh yeah, and Tony's going. Tony went there. I don't even know what that means. Yeah.
Okay. I'm ready with a score.
Let's get the rating here.
I'm going to award this 705 out of 722.
Cool.
It's cheese and onion. What do you expect? It's classic.
Cheese and onion. I don't know if I've had the cheese and onion chips before.
What about the super ridges, Tom?
He said it's as deep as Manchester United's defense. So, all right. So Are we gonna head out of here? We got anything else we want to talk about before we finish up here?
No, we can go ahead and hit on that. We all know the FA Cup this weekend. Feel a strong team. Let's go for the gusto, and let's keep the train rolling.
I think Matt has a chant for us.
Yeah, but we're not there yet, Tony. You mind?
He loves that chant.
Stop directing the channel. As Matt said, we've got a game this Friday, and then another one a week later. So we've got enough time in between matches, right? I don't see any midweek games just yet, so we should be able to go strong. And it'd be nice to knock City out of a tournament or a cup, right? Because we need to knock them out of first place. We need to get used to get comfortable with doing that, right? So why not start on Friday? Knock them out of the FA Cup, knock them out of and then later on maybe knock them out of top seed. You got a request for what?
Keep eating chips. Keep eating chips.
Tayyib has joined us. Tayyib, welcome to the show. Tayyib. We are finishing up here. The nonsense was flowing tonight, as you will see in the chat.
Conspiracy afoot, Gary. Conspiracy, I'll say.
What is that?
Leeds United playing the FA Cup on Saturday afternoon at 12:30, right? And we don't even know we're playing.
That's really nice to know.
We don't know we're playing.
Why? Because when is the other match? Is the match going on tomorrow?
Accrington Stanley and Boreham Wood got their replay got called off last week, and they've rearranged it for tomorrow. Therefore, we only have 4 days to prepare for whoever wins. Now, I think that's a conspiracy against it. It's not. We should beat whoever it is.
Okay, I was just about to say, if you can't beat whoever comes from whatever league level that is, Riddy has no hope for us to beat City. I don't understand that. What is going on with Riddy? We can beat them. Why can't we beat them? I think we're stronger than we are, with our bench for sure. And we need
top of the top of the table.
So a small. Okay. Have you tried cheesy feet flavored crisps?
No, but there was this one woman in Newcastle. No, wait, sorry. Sorry.
Yeah.
Too far. They'll never let me back in Newcastle. That's all I'm saying.
See, you should have just let Matt do a chant. We've been out there, Gary.
He was gonna do that in his final talk, anyways. And Matt hasn't. It's not even Matt's time to chat. But let's head out of here. It's been we've been here for about 70 minutes. Arsenal wins. Arsenal is 5 points atop with a game in hand on City. And the chat, as you guys said, it was lively and got to a place that I'm not comfortable with. But I'll let you have your fun.
It's one of those nights.
You're gonna have to send me that audio so I can put it in. We can make it our background. I can introduce our segments for Mr. Tom, or when he starts to get off a little bit, and you can play it.
Yeah. Good stuff tonight, y'all.
As Sam said, leads. Who cares? Yes.
This is all Sam's doing tonight.
Yeah, come on, you got it. Usually he's asleep. You know
See, I had a look at that Brian look at tonight.
He's usually inside of his coffin.
Yeah.
He broke out of the coffin, and next thing you know, our chat goes downhill.
Yeah. Hey, you know what his facial expression was the whole time? Go back to his comment. That's exactly what his facial expression was the time we had this chat. Love you, Sam.
We gotta hear it one more time. So let's do it just because I like it. But here's what it sounds like. I could listen to that over and over again. Horror on the sea. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. You know what? You're probably right about that. Sam heard me talking. Next, you know, he woke up out of his coffin. Boom. The show goes off the rails, as they say. There you go. So here we go. So Mr. Tom, let's hit it. Let's get out of here. Talk to your peoples and let them know. Oh, we have a
question of the week, brother.
You got a question. We got to do that too. All right, you do your question and then let's get out of here.
Okay. So we all know that Erling Haaland reached the milestone of 4 hat-tricks in the Premier League in 19 appearances. Who was the previous record holder for the shortest amount of games to get 4 hat-tricks? How many games?
Man, I saw that this weekend too. I saw that because they were referring to Haaland. I saw that too, man. Hold on, let me see. Was it
Shearer? That's my guess because that's a name I know.
It's not, but he has 5. But it took him about, off the top of my head, it was like 95 games to get 4.
Yeah. You got Aguero, 34 games?
Nope.
No, I think Owens?
Nope.
Billy the Fish?
Nope. 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 It's close, but it's not right.
Anybody else? Let's see what people say here.
Yeah, Billy the Fish. What about Lenny the Bull?
You got Henrik Larsson.
Eric Lawson.
Nope.
Got Andy Cole.
No.
Nope.
What about Ray of the? Oh, is this going on now? We're going. I am not putting that up, Sam.
Teddy Sheringham.
What about Vardy?
Nope.
Robbie Fowler.
Nope. Although he does have 4.
And Taib is following suit with Sam. I'm not putting it up.
The answer is Ruud van Nistelrooy in 65.
You know what? You got to stop right there. Stop right there. Dude, what are you doing?
Hey,
what in the world? Why in the world would you think that's a good answer ever on the show?
Hey. Fuck Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Exactly. Why in the world would you think that's a good question, a good answer, even if it's correct?
What you got against Ruud van Nistelrooy?
Why do you have a problem with that guy?
Tom.
Why do you have a problem with that guy?
He plays for the Scum.
Exactly. So why is that ever a good answer to any question on this show?
He's the fastest to 4 hat-tricks.
Who cares?
That is a terrible question. You got 5 strikes. You're gonna have to work them
banned
up.
from a question book.
No, does it not show how impressive it is that Haaland got to
No.
4 in
No,
like
not at all. I don't. No, I don't.
33
No, I
recurring
don't like the
decimal percent
question.
of the time?
I don't like the question. Really bad question. Really bad question.
You know what? From now on, I'm going to endeavour to get as many different sound effects as possible.
Yeah, you know what? You're gonna get muted if you keep bringing questions like that, though. The terrible question.
Oh, because he's the guy who killed the Invincibles, right? Is that it?
He didn't kill it, but he was part of that whole situation.
Hey man, you talking shit, Tom, but he was part of that killed Leeds, put y'all in purgatory he was in that listed game. That was 6 points. Y'all going out to the hole.
Now we're keeping the
What do you
scream.
think
We're
of
keeping
that,
the
Tom?
scream.
Oh, the scream is coming. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get the scream over to Gary. You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, the scream is coming. It's gonna be. It's like like the background music when Mr. Tom is talking nonsense.
Get my soundtrack.
There you go. Tom eating too many salt and vinegar crisps. Yeah, he's got. Yeah, that. You know what? That is just terrible. You know what? You were my friend, and you just lost a little bit of your friendship. Just like melted away with that question. Just a little.
I won you 500 quid. What are you talking about?
I know, and that was terrible question, Mr. Tom.
I would have actually said that Ruud van Nistelrooy looked like a horse, but we can go with armchair.
He's got a big arm. It had like a big armchair. Oh, really? See what's happening now? You're turning the people on you.
You know what? I'm sorry that I didn't do it sooner.
We're gonna have to reevaluate that contract. There's some stipulations that will have to be put in there.
Oh no, he's a.
But Mr. Tom, say good night to your people. We're getting out of here.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in to the trip on this Monday night. Thank you especially to the people in England that have stayed up to silly o'clock to listen to us. Thank you for your participation. I'm not getting sacked in the morning, really. That's just ridiculous. I mean, there's jokes, but I'll come. If anything, I'm getting promoted.
I don't. You know what? I'm gonna ask Matt where you will be tomorrow.
We're going to deduct 15 points.
I've done that before. But no, seriously, thank you to everyone. The participation is what makes the show what it is. It gives us stuff to bounce off of. Again, as always appreciated. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The unholy trinity of YouTube, I believe it is. And if you can, Tony, put your thing up in there. Put your thing up in the chat so you can. Look at Tony's sad little face. Look at his little face with his glasses. That's how he changed his face. As soon as I said that, and he actually tried towards our face.
Look, see, this is where you went. Mr. Tom. This is what happens when you put up really poor questions with no thought behind them. No thought behind that question.
Frank Lampard wishes.
Did you use Liberace's notebook?
Yeah. Thank you for everybody.
No, I didn't want to write his name in the notebook.
We are top of the league. I say we are top of the league. We are top of the league. I say we are top of the league. We are
top of the league. Said we are top of the league. And I think that's Matt Tane. Let's get out of here. Tony, talk to your people so we can get out of here.
Stan, Sam, nice comments. Ready? Find somebody else to pick on. BX, you still owe me something? Should I be on my naughty list for a while? And everybody else, have a good rest of the week. And we'll see you after the FA Cup.
Perfect. Matt, anything else you want to say?
Y'all have a good night.
All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We'll do this again next Monday. It'll be this is FA Cup weekend. Is that right? So everybody will be talking about FA Cup, who's in, who's out. And then we'll get back to the Premier League after that. Arsenal will stay at the top of the league again for another almost 2 weeks. For over 2 weeks now, because no matter what happens, we will stay up there. hopefully we add 3 more points to our tally and continue on. So everybody, thanks for joining us. And as I like to say, life is a journey. Don't waste the trip. Enjoy the ride. We'll see you guys on the next one. Enjoy.